Hello, and welcome to Perspectives. I'm Taylor Smith.
And I'm Cache Clater, coming to you with what will be an exciting show. We're talking about food, music, sports, and so much more. Let's get started.
We begin with Greek life. I had a chance to talk to a number of students involved here at the University of Iowa, and they shared with me some of the challenges faced by the minority Greek community. This past year, the National Panhellenic Greek Council has struggled to reach new members.
It's a little difficult because we don't have as much exposure to pretty much the students and incoming students.
Jasmine belongs to Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, a Divine Nine traditional African American sorority in the National Panhellenic Council.
So we still get out in the community. It is hard to get entrance just because we don't have exposure to students, but we still make it work.
However, recruitment in the Panhellenic Council saw an increase of 131 more young women in 2012, the year that sophomores Aaliyah and Nicole joined.
I just got this feeling going through this is where I need to join. And then also my mom was a Theta at Iowa.
Their exposure gives them a voice that makes it possible to spread their philanthropic cause on campus.
We do have a pretty strong voice. Before every football game, we hand out little breast cancer awareness ribbons to everybody that's walking by. So you'll see on the bus or something a student with it having it on their backpack, and that's all. It's a pretty cool thing to see.
Sorority and fraternity chapter concerns of exposure and outreach are sent to the next level.
What we do is we bring our concerns that we have about the Greek community or just within our council to our president. And our president and our vice president act as a liaison between the administrators and the other councils.
Justin's experience in Alpha Phi Alpha Incorporated, a National Panhellenic Council fraternity, outweighs any current concerns.
It's because I had men who were alphas in my life who constantly poured into me, teaching me life lessons and skills, everything basic from a firm handshake to complex things as interviewing.
I'm Taylor Smith for Perspective News.
There's a new organization on campus. Its impact is felt throughout the African American community, and Perspectives reporter Salina Carr takes a look at how they are affecting the individual experiences of students here at the university.
Concerns of a disconnect in the African American community led Center for Diversity and Enrichment Director Nancy Humbles to join forces to create a new group.
The purpose for me was to bring all the black student leaders together to develop their leadership skills. After sitting through a meeting, hearing that there was not the unity, the organization, lacking some of the skill sets, that's why I decided to become involved with the black student leaders.
Staff and students discuss multiple community issues and concerns, but the centralized issue is unity.
I don't see the unity anymore. And for me, students, they don't have to just love each other, but I think they need to come together for a common cause. The way I think it's impacting, the students they don't have a voice anymore. Not that, you have to go out and protest. No one's listening because no one's bringing up any issues.
While some feel a lack of community, others believe it is thriving.
I really do think that there's a community, and it's easy to make friends with other black people here too.
More black student leaders are needed to create a steady group, but with more students comes commitment. This is, however, a step forward to a more open dialogue and solutions.
As I lead these organizations, I look out and see that black leaders they have their own agendas, or they just want numbers at their events. It's not genuine. And creating that sense of genuine atmosphere would help students want to be a part of these organizations to become a more unified body.
I'm Selena Carr with Perspectives News.
Football, basketball, wrestling, all sports that generate a lot of support in the state of Iowa. With support comes revenue, not seen by college athletes themselves, which raises the controversial question of whether college athletes should get paid. Perspectives reporter Miriam Kone has the story.
The question of whether college athletes should be paid has stirred up heated debates nationwide.
When we can do some things that's legitimately going to help them embrace the experience and learn and grow from experience, we should do so. But we can't just throw out money and think that's going to solve everything, because it really doesn't.
But the decision doesn't end with just the salary.
Then you have to determine who will be paid. Is the starting quarterback get paid the same as the second string quarterback?
And let's not forget runners, tennis players, or wrestlers who all need some extra cash in their pockets, because after all, they're all college athletes that bring in a little less dollar bills.
Sometimes people forget to know that we need to look at the total student-athlete population, and when we're going to enhance some things, we should take into consideration all our student-athletes, not just the primary sport ones, because they all work hard.
Others will say that the opportunities received by college athletes is payment enough.
I played both basketball and baseball in college, and I think the experiences that I had was wonderful. I received a good quality education.
Some athletes pay for their education while others receive full tuition scholarships. However, it's the real winner the NCAA, who brings in over $6 billion in revenue every year.
I think if the NCAA says yes to this, I'm pretty sure that the University of Iowa will follow suit because the Big Ten Conference will encourage it. If you're competing against Ohio States and Michigans and whatnot, then you're going to need to do what they're doing.
But for now, the debate continues. Muriel Kone for Perspective News.
Jazzy Blues with a new University of Iowa professor. Perspectives reporter Maritza Salinas met up with jazz professor Damani Phillips on his journey to the university.
It's been more than 30 years now since Damani Phillips first picked up an instrument. He's gone far since then, releasing 3 albums, performing across the globe, and becoming one of the nation's first African Americans to receive his Doctor in Musical Arts degree in Jazz Studies.
Different styles of music that emanate from African American culture and life from the time we began, was the time we were brought to this country, up to the present. So blues, gospel, spirituals, rap. Why not just go out and play jazz? I'm trying to figure out what it is that keeps me doing this. And I think it always comes back to the fact that I get no greater satisfaction than seeing someone reach their full potential.
I'm Maritza Salinas for Perspectives News.
And new foods, new places, say aloha to one of Iowa City's newest burger joints, Teddy's Bigger Burgers. Perspectives reporter Cache Clater has a scoop.
Teddy's Bigger Burgers started as a local mom-and-pop restaurant in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1998.
And it started out by Ted Karas and Rich Strolla. They were in a partnership. It started really small, kind of mom-and-pops kind of place, and they just decided to expand over the years, and just in the last 15 years became what it became today.
Now there are 14 locations stretching from Hawaii, Tokyo, and now Iowa City.
I thought Iowa City would be a good market for it. I'm from Iowa and graduated from UT College of Business, and I just thought that Teddy's would be something different and new for Iowa City.
Didn't know this place even existed until yesterday when I happened to be driving by. So I came in purposely and I had my burgers and fries. They're so good, I came back today.
Looking for an escape from the weather? Then stop in at Teddy's Bigger Burgers for a bite of Hawaii. I'm Cache Clater with Perspectives Television.
Thanks, Cache, for that story. A burger with a touch of Hawaii sounds delicious.
And thank you for joining us for our Fall Perspectives newscast. But make sure to stay tuned for our next show this spring on the latest buzz in Iowa City.
From all of us at the Perspectives Television, good night.